Hi guys, this is Marissa and welcome back to my channel, The Budgeting Wife, where we talk about budgeting tips to help you win with money. In today's video, I'm going to be going over our entire January 2019 budget with you guys, showing you how we brought in income and then where we spent or saved every single dollar that we brought in. But before we get into it, I want to let you guys know that you can get this budget template that I will be using from my Etsy shop for $5. So I will go ahead and leave a link to that down below so you can check that out if you're interested. And now let's get into the budget. So January ended up being actually a really great month for us, and I'm excited to share that with you guys, starting with our income. So in the income section, I have Jacob's income and my income individually blocked out like usual, but I do show you our side hustle income, and that is with my business for The Budgeting Wife. And when I set out the budget for January, I knew that I wasn't expecting to take home any money, and that's just because I had a lot of expenses that I knew were coming up. So I will show you guys my income and expenses down here, but it ended up being a really great month for my business. So business income, ad revenue, I ended up bringing in $415.09 from YouTube ad revenue, which was great. And then affiliate revenue, I ended up bringing in $195.13. I was only expecting $40, and that was just because I wasn't paying good enough attention to the affiliate programs that I had, and I ended up receiving payouts for things that I forgot about. So that was a great mistake to have. I ended up making $242.45 from freelance opportunities, which was great. Young Living, I brought home $97. I don't really do Young Living as a business, but I just have like a link if someone is interested in getting a starter kit, then I have a link that people can go to and make that purchase, so that's where that money comes from. And then Etsy, oh my gosh, you guys. So this was my payout from basically like end of December, from the whole month of December. What I earned in December, I got paid out in January. And so I made $857.51 from Etsy. So thank you guys so much for purchasing these budget templates. I hope that they have been helpful for you guys, and just thank you so much for your support for my channel and my business. I ended up doing a sale at the end of the year, and the sale went so well, and you guys seemed to pick up a lot of templates, so I hope that that was helpful for you guys. I had a great income month from Etsy, so thank you so much. So as a total, I actually ended up bringing in $1,807.18 for income for my business, which was an amazing month. Like, this is the best month I've ever had. So thank you guys so much for watching my videos, for purchasing my templates. Like, I am just like amazed by the support that I have from you guys, so thank you so much. Moving into the expense side of things for my business, I ended up having expenses of $2,158.12. It was a lot, and the biggest chunk of that, $2,000 of that, was simply a new computer that I bought. I bought a new MacBook Pro, and I absolutely love it, and it's going to be really helpful for my business. The computer that I had before was the 2011 MacBook, so it was definitely time for an upgrade. So it was a very expensive month, but thankfully I did have a lot of income, but I did know that I would have to supplement some of that with our personal income. So my net income down here was a negative $350.94. So that wasn't great, but I'll show you guys how I was able to cover that. So moving back up into this income section, obviously I didn't take anything home from my business because there was nothing to take home after my expenses. Other income, Jacob ended up doing a little side hustle, helped someone move, and from TaskRabbit, he's been using that, and so he made $45. So as a total for our income, we brought home $5,103.90, which was a great month for us. And then moving into expenses, this first section that I have blocked out is our giving. Jacob and I are Christians, and we believe in giving to our church and other organizations, and so we give to 3 places, and I have that just blocked out for privacy, but giving is very important to us. Next we have rent. Rent, as always, is $14.55. Then utilities is $73.40. We find out our utility bill from our apartment complex the month before, and so we knew that this is how much our utilities would cost us. Then electric, we spent $63.85, and we had budgeted $60, so we were pretty close there, and honestly that's really good for it being winter month. So this was December's electric use, and that was paid in January, so that was actually pretty good for winter. Internet is $39.99, and I know I budgeted $40. Next month I'm just budgeting $39.99 because then it'll actually be exactly correct. Phones is $108 as per usual. Car insurance was $145.23. I'm still waiting for that to go up a little bit here once we get our new car all like added into our insurance and the new billing cycle starts up again. I know that'll be different. Groceries, we only spent $162.75 on groceries, which was incredibly low. I am not exactly sure how we ended up keeping it that low. We kind of did eat through a lot of things that were in the freezer and pantry, so we did eat through a lot of things that we already had on hand, and so we just didn't do a whole lot of grocery shopping this month. Then eating out, we spent $29 on eating out this month, and we really wouldn't have done anything except it was the end of the month and I realized that we had so much left over, so Jacob and I went for a happy hour date night on January 30th. So if you have money, you gotta spend it because a budget gives you permission to spend. Moving into gas, we budgeted $200 and we actually spent $144.40. When we had the Camry and the Tacoma, we were spending $200 a month on gas. But now that we have the Camry and the Corolla, I think we're going to stick to around $150 a month. So that's a great benefit of driving more fuel efficient cars. Roth IRA, we put $200 a month into a Roth IRA. A couple of you guys have reached out asking why I don't put the Roth into like my savings items down here, and that is because right now it's just something that we like put to every single month and it's the same, and I'm not keeping track of the balance myself like in my personal bank account, so I don't have that there. But I am considering starting like an investing section because Jacob and I do also put into our employer 401k, and so that is something that I can add to the budget. If you guys are interested in seeing that, definitely let me know. Costco membership, we ended up having to pay for our Costco yearly membership this month, so that was $60. Household expenses, we spent $68.25 on household expenses. A lot of that was actually finishing our coffee table. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, Jacob is working on a coffee table for us. He's building it with his dad, and I'm so excited to have it. It is like gorgeous. So we had to pick up some last few things from the store, like stain and things like that. So we just took that out of our household budget. Moving into fun, we spent $29.77 on fun, and basically that was just things that we were able to go out and do with our friends. And so we went to like a cupcake place with our friends and just like other things like that, so that's what that money came from. Miscellaneous, not great this month. We budgeted $100 and we spent $326.13. I ended up going to the eye doctor and having to buy glasses, so that was quite a cost. I also got a haircut, so got my hair done and got a little bit of highlight in here as well, so that also costs a little bit. So that is mainly why this is so over. But I hope that we'll do better on miscellaneous next month. Both of these things I just didn't plan for at the beginning of January, so that's why that was a bit over. So normal expenses, we spent $3,393.77 on usual household expenses. Moving into our savings items. First, we have our emergency fund, and we always keep $10,000 in our emergency fund, but since I ended up having to take a loss for the month for my business, I just took it out of the emergency fund knowing that I'm going to replenish it in February right away. So that's just where I'm holding it. So I took $350.94 out of the emergency fund, which is here what you can see of what I was under for my business. And then comes Jacob's fund. Jacob gets $100 a month for personal spending that he can either save or spend. So he got $100. He only spent $295, so big spender this month. So he ends the month with $550.79 in his budget. So he's got a lot there. And then I also get $100, and I spent $23 this month. So most of this was going out with friends for lunches at work. That's definitely not a necessity, and so that's something that I cover with my personal fund. And so my fund right now is running at $247.25. Now into extra giving. So we put $50 a month into an extra giving fund, and we did this when we were in debt, and we loved being able to have money in a certain fund that we could use to say yes to giving opportunities if they came up. And so we put $50 a month into this fund. We ended up not spending anything in it, but we had overspent on it in December, previous months, with doing like year-end giving and things like that. So we actually are still at a negative $44.38 for that, but it'll be replenished in February. So I don't love for that to go under, but that'll be replenished here very soon. Okay, vacation. This is where things get a little fun. So we were planning to put $200 to vacation. We actually put $300, and we spent $620.41. So we spent, I think, around $450. Jacob and I are going to Hawaii in May, and we were really excited about it, and we ended up purchasing our airfare for that. So we use Alaska Airlines. We have their credit card, and with that you get an annual companion fare. So you just buy one ticket and you get the other ticket with taxes and fees, and so we ended up using that to buy our ticket to Hawaii. So for 2 of us to go to Hawaii, we spent $450, which is a great deal, and we're looking forward to that. And then the rest of the cost here that's in vacation is for Jacob to go on our church's men's retreat, which is also coming up in May, and so he ended up signing up for that this month, and I took that out of the vacation fund as just something fun that he's going to be able to do. And so right now our vacation fund balance is a negative $320.41, but that will also be replenished here very shortly. I don't love for those to go under, but I just know that like it'll be replenished soon, so I try to not do that as much as possible, but I know that it does sometimes happen with our sinking funds. But as you can see, the grand total is still positive, so I'm not worried about, you know, overdrafting from our bank account. And next we have our Christmas fund. So we're just putting $20 every single month from now until December. So this was our first month. So we currently have $20 in our Christmas fund. Car maintenance, we are putting $50 a month into car maintenance, and so right now we have $85.90. We recently bought a 2013 Toyota Corolla, and before then we weren't very good about keeping up with our cars just because I had a hard time wanting to put money into such old cars. As you guys know, I drive a 98 Camry, which I know is silly. You have to still put money into your cars, but now we're just giving ourselves the permission to be able to spend on those things. And we know that we're going to need a new set of tires here soon, so we're just starting to save for them. So right now we have $85.90 in our car maintenance fund. In our car fund, we haven't put anything else into it, so it is still sitting at $3,000. So we bought a new car in December, and that replaced Jacob's Tacoma, but I will also need a new car here shortly. So that is what we'll use the $3,000 for, as well as the proceeds from selling my car, which I expect to be less than $2,000. So we're hoping that we may have an option lined up here in a few months, so we'll see how that turns out. But that money is just sitting there ready for whenever we are ready to buy a car. Then we have our house fund, and this is our big goal that we are working on right now. Our goal is to be able to buy a house when our lease is up in our apartment, which is November 1st of 2019, and so we're hoping to be able to buy before then. We would love to have $20,000 saved for a down payment. So this month we were able to save $1,090.13, and this wasn't very much, and that's mainly because I didn't get to bring home any additional income from my business this month. But as months go on and I don't have large purchases like I did with the computer, I'm hoping that we'll be able to put a lot more towards our house fund. So right now our house fund sits at $7,941.93. So we definitely have to hustle if we want to get to $20,000 by October, November time, but I definitely think that it is doable for us. And this is a zero-based budget, which means that all of our income equals all of our expenses. So down here at the bottom, you see that there is a $0 difference, which means that every dollar got spent or saved, every dollar got a place. So that is our January 2019 budget. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to check out my Etsy shop to see if you are interested in getting a budget template. I have a zero-based budget template just like this one here, as well as an annual budget template and a few other fun ones for things like vacations or weddings, so definitely go check that out. Leave me a comment down below and let me know how your January budget turned out. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I will look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye guys.